Hello and welcome. Deceased, War of the Undead Gods, Issue 2. Zoom in on the title. I really like that green around the white. It looks really cool. It's pretty dope. Boom. War for Korugar, the issue name. So what happens in this? Well, some people fight over Korugar. See? Right there, right at the staple, right in the middle of the book. So let's step back. So Deceased is like, what if the zombies were the personification of the anti-life equation? Like, that is the fundamental of the book. And this is the third or maybe fourth like miniseries now about this setup. Some of them have been pretty good. Some of them have been not so good. But it ended like on a high note with the last miniseries, and then this one is like here just to remind us that, hey, Apocalypse was infected, which means Darkseid is affected, and so that's where we pick up. And gosh, these first couple pages here in this book kind of hurt, man. You got Big Barda scot free. They're going home to do Genesis, and it's like touching. And I actually really like the dialogue on this too. He could be angry, sure, but he'll be angry at me. I mean, I avoided being a parent because of the guilt I felt when you were taken. At least you were dead. You're right. As excuses go, mine is better. These two have often been written well, and I think this fits right in. Like, this feels kind of real, which I don't know if, the Fourth World Gods should feel real, but this feels pretty real. The look on her face, like, you can kind of see like the fear, the hope, like right there in this first one. Like, they're both on that face. This is like the stress, you can see it. Like, I'm pretty sure I have like made a face very similar to this one, where it's kind of like I'm just a little bit overwhelmed and I'm worried. It's right there. There's really good work on these faces. Of course, they get there. The place is a mess, and they go. There's a big portal, which the Black Racer calls a doom tube. He saves Big Barda from going through it right there at the last second. And he kind of fills them in on what happened. That's ironic when you get saved by death, right? Death rolls in and saves your life. Yeah, that's pretty ironic. Meanwhile, on Korugar, we got the new gods wreck and face. Good luck, Korugar. You're going to need it. In fact, they need a lot more than luck. They put out a distress call. Oh, yeah. Gets picked up by Sinestro. Meanwhile, they're all like debating whether they should believe Brainiac or not. And Guy Gardner actually has some really good lines in that bit. But ultimately, we get to Korugar, and there's a big fight. The rest of this book is a big fight. In fact, there's just a lot of fighting in this book, which I really appreciated. I already showed this page, so we're showing it again. The Green Lanterns show up, and they stop Sinestro from using Warworld's weapons to destroy all the evil on the planet. Sinestro's like, what are you doing? Like, stopping you. But I'm not the one that they called for help about. Yeah, right, you got a planet full of guns, bro. And then, right there, pow! And now things get really serious. And from here, if you've read any of these books, any of these Deceased books, you kind of know how the narrative's going to go. Things start bad, they get worse, 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 they get worse. And then finally, we have like a bright, shining spark in the last couple of issues that saves the universe. Maybe it doesn't make things better, but it at least stops it from getting worse. So, knowing that, you can probably guess what's about to happen in the next couple of pages, because the anti-life equation doesn't care about whether you're alive or whatever. The anti-life equation like spread through technology. Yeah, think about that for a second. Anyway, this is great stuff. It looks great. It reads great. It was a lot of fun. There's some dialogue in here that felt really good to read. There's some stuff that felt like it really felt like the characters, in my opinion. And I had a great time reading it. I don't know what the time gap between issue 1 and 2 was. It feels like it was more than a month, like maybe 3. I don't know if that's true or not. I would have to go like look up my review of the previous issue to figure that out. So that's a lot of work, and I'm not going to do it. but it felt like it was a little bit more than a month. I hope there's no delays, man. I just can you just give me the other 6 issues now? Just like ship them to me, just mail them right to me, please. Bye bye.